Accessing Linux virtual machine via PuTTY. So, hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ashok, and in this video I will show you how we can connect to a Linux virtual machine that is running CentOS through Windows operating system by installing a terminal client called as PuTTY. So basically, let me tell you what happens is, uh, if you want to connect to a remote operating system, so what we will do is we will try to install a software, and through that software we will get a terminal, and through that terminal we can access the file system of a particular operating system. Okay, so it can be Linux or it can be Windows as well. Connecting to a Windows machine to another Windows machine, you have another software that comes pre-installed with Windows, that is called as remote desktop connections. Okay, so if you press start button, you will get that remote desktop connection. But in this video I will show you how you can connect from a Windows machine to a uh, remote virtual machine that is running CentOS. Okay, so the CentOS will be working on VMware Workstation Player, and I will show you how you can access to the CentOS via a Windows machine. Okay, so let me show you how the PuTTY looks like once you download it. So this is how the PuTTY's UI is. So once you download, you will get this kind of UI. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to write the IP address of the uh, operating system that you want to connect with. Okay, so here you can see in the host name IP address, there you will have to put it, and the default port will be 22, and it should be always connection time SSH. Okay, and then you will have to click open. I will show you afterwards, don't worry. And what we will do is we will try to connect and access the file system of this CentOS machine. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's download PuTTY. So guys, let's download PuTTY. So how to download PuTTY? It's pretty simple. Just go to your browser. I'll go to Google Chrome and type PuTTY download. Okay, just click enter. And the very first link that you can see here, download PuTTY, a free SSH and Telnet client for Windows. Click here. And now the very first you can see here, PuTTY is a SSH and Telnet client developed originally by Simon Tatham for the Windows platform. PuTTY is an open source software that is available with source code and is developed and supported by a group of volunteers. Okay, so that's pretty much about PuTTY here. So you can download PuTTY here. So this link, you can click here, and here you can see the MSI Windows installer. So you'll have to click on this 64-bit if your computer is 64-bit. Mine is 64-bit, that's why I'm clicking here, and this will start downloading the PuTTY client. So it's only 2.7 MB, and I can see that my PuTTY MSI file has already downloaded. So you'll have to download this thing. Okay, I'll just click cancel here. I'll exit here, and now I will go to a location where I have the PuTTY downloaded. So I have in my D drive PuTTY. So you'll have to double click here, the installer, and what it will do is it will set up a wizard. Now just click next, click next. This is the location where all the files will be saved. Now here, add shortcut to PuTTY on the desktop. I need a shortcut. So okay, click on this thing. So if you don't want, then you can leave it as it is, doesn't matter. Install. It will ask whether to install. Click yes. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Click the finish button to accept the setup wizard. Okay, I don't need this readme file to see. Just click on finish. Okay, so now we have installed PuTTY. So I can see here my desktop icon is here. I'll just double click, and you can see this is how the PuTTY actually looks like. Now in order to connect to a remote virtual machine, what you'll have to do is you'll have to put the IP address here. Okay, so how you can do it? Let me open VMware Workstation Player now. So this is how VMware Workstation Player looks like, and we have installed a CentOS 64-bit. So if you don't know how you can configure CentOS 7 in VMware Workstation Player, I have made a video, and I will give a link in the description below. You can go there and you can configure CentOS 7. So now what you'll have to do is, first step is go to this edit virtual machine settings. And after going here, you can see there is a network adapter, and which is written host only. Okay, this is the setting that I have made. You might be getting NAT, this one. So this is used to share the host IP address. So basically what I want is host only. That means a private network shared with the host. So here the host machine is the Windows machine, and we are trying to access through a client called PuTTY, and the guest machine is Linux, the CentOS. So for that I am using this host only, and you will have to click on this and click OK. Okay, that's it, and everything is done here from our side. Now only thing is remaining, you will have to click on this play virtual machine. Click this, and this will start our virtual machine. Go with the first one, CentOS Linux. So wait till it gets opened. Now what I will do is I will make this one a little smaller, so that our PuTTY and the virtual machine, they both look properly. Okay, so here side by side I will make it little bigger, so that it's very clear for you guys. Okay, and now the CentOS login screen will come, and what you'll have to do is you'll have to just log in. Give your password here. So this is how you will open your CentOS 7. Now the next thing what you'll have to do is you'll have to check what is the IP address for this CentOS. Okay, so how to check your IP address? So you'll have to write a command called ifconfig. So where you will write it, open your terminal, and in order to check your IP address, this is the command ifconfig, and press enter. And now here you can see this is our adapter ENS33, and here is somewhere you can get the internet IP address. Right now we are not getting. What is the reason? Let me check. Oh yeah, I got it. That's because we are not connected to the internet. In order to get your IP address, you should be connected to the internet. See here, wired off. That's the reason why we are getting it. So how to connect to the internet? The command is very simple. It is if up, and you'll have to write the adapter name, which is ENS33 in my case. You'll have to check there, and you will have to write it the same. ENS33 I will write. Click on enter. Now here you can notice the we got some error here. Users cannot control this device. Yeah, I got it because I'm not logged in as a root. So in order to log in as a root, what you'll have to do is click on SU and click enter. Give the password. Click enter. Now if you want to access the internet, you'll have to write if up and then the adapter name ENS33. Click enter, and now you can see that the internet connection successfully activated. Okay, and here you can see the wired symbol. So this is how you can connect. And now what we need is we need to see what is the IP address. So how to get that? Type if config, press enter, and just scroll up, and here you can see we have this inet and this IP address. So this is the IP address that you can use in order to connect from a Windows machine to a CentOS machine, and you can access the file system of this machine. Okay, so copy this and paste it here, and make sure that the port is always 22, and the connection type, it should be always SSH, and here I had my previous session written here, my Linux VM. I'll just delete it. Now I will type with you guys. Let me write my um, YouTube session. Okay, okay, and save it. And after clicking on this thing and clicking on open, you will get the PuTTY terminal. Okay, so through this terminal, you can access the file system of this particular machine. Now let me just clear the screen here, and if you notice in desktop I do not have anything. Okay, let me just log in first here. So in order to log in, you'll have to enter the username. So in my case, it's Ashok Joshi here. I will enter Ashok JOSHI, press enter. This will take a little time in order to ask for the password. It will check whether the username is correct and the IP address is correct. So wait a little. So let me zoom this thing as well, so that the screen becomes bigger, and till the time it gets to the password. Now what I will do is I will create 3 test files. So let me create 3 files, which is touch and file 1, file 2, file 3. Okay, so I have created 3 files. If I just press ls, you can see here we have these 3 files. Now here what I will do is I will give the password. So it has recognized the IP address, okay, and the username, and that's the reason it is asking for the password. Click on password and click enter. Now here you can see the last login and the timing. Okay, and now if I go to desktop, I should see these 3 files. Okay, so go to cd desktop, and if you ls, now here you can see we have these 3 files. Okay, the same thing is here. Now what I will do is I will remove this file 3, remove file 3. So I will click on Y and click enter, and now if I ls, I should see only file 1 and file 2. And here if I ls, now you can see file 1 and file 2. See, that's how you can log in to another host machine through PuTTY. And that's it for this video. And if you guys like this, do hit that like button, and if you do not like it, click dislike and share it with everyone, and subscribe to my channel in case you are new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care.